Welcome, me, Alicia, to our October Power Hour, the first one that we're having in the month of October, and the first one that we're having since our first conference. I don't know how many of you were there. If you weren't all on mute, I'm sure there would be tons of cheering because it was a blast. If you couldn't make it, I hope that you were following us on Twitter, following us on Facebook, following all of your fellow designers to kind of see the different announcements that were made and all of the fun things that happened. It was so awesome. There were a lot of announcements made and some changes that are going to be taking place, all really good things. And so be ready for some corporate communications. I know that they've been a little bit slower in the last couple of weeks, and that's because we haven't had a lot of changes recently. But now we've got some changes and some announcements, and so it's going to be good. You're going to be hearing from us a lot. If you haven't been receiving the corporate communications, check your spam folder. I've heard of that happening sometimes, and it's because we use a mass email server so that we can contact all of our designers, and some inboxes don't like that. So just check your spam folder. Make sure that you mark those as not spam. If you still can't find your corporate communications, then contact support@mealicia.com, or you can call them at 1-877-831-7111 and make sure that we have the correct email address for you in our system. So yeah, be on the lookout for those. Lots of letters from Sean and Annalise. Also, Sean's going to go over some stuff from conference and just kind of review some information, and then we're going to dive right into the Q&A portion. There are lots of questions. If you have questions that come to you throughout the call, go to the official Me Alicia Designer Facebook page and post your questions on that top post there where we're asking for your questions, and we will go ahead and add those to the list, and we'll get to as many of your questions as we can before the hour is up. So I'm just going to go ahead and turn the time over to Sean.
Thank you, Michael. Everybody, welcome to the call. If you're listening to the recording, we're glad you could get on later on today. So thank you for attending conference. Boy, what a great weekend we had. If you're like me, you're feeling it a little bit this morning and need a couple hours to recover, maybe a little caffeine. But it was just outstanding and a lot of fun. You definitely don't want to miss the next one. We'll be doing some regional meetings after the first of the year in different parts of the country, and then we will announce the dates, which will be later in the summer for our next convention. All right. So wanted to cover several different items. Also wanted to go through the second half of my deck from the breakout that I did at conference, since I didn't get to it in any of my breakouts. So I'll cover that as well. So let's just start out by the contest that we've announced that is running currently right now and going through the end of the year. The contest is called 5,000 to Fabulous. Now, many of you that were at conference, this is the one piece where I guess I got a little flustered and I forgot half of the contest. So I only announced half of the contest from the stage. So it'll be really important that you grab a pen and a paper and take some good notes. We'll have the deck on the contest and a banner in the back office so you can get the details there. We'll also have all kinds of communications, updates, and emails coming out with on this contest. You're going to see a lot of publicity on this contest, and we really want to drive it. So it's called 5,000 to Fabulous, and there are a lot of different things with it, so get ready, and here we go. First thing, the contest period runs from October 1st, and it ends on December 31st of 2013, so the last day of the year. You're going to see lots of different pieces with this, so let's start out. First of all, there are tiers, and it's a volume contest, and it's personal volume. But there's also a caveat to it, which I'll go into it. So basically 5 tiers: 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, and 5,000 personal volume. That personal volume includes any of your fashionistas and their party, their fashion event volume, any of your customer orders, any of your own personal orders, anything that you get personal volume on counts towards this contest starting October 1st. And you will also get, every time you sign up a designer underneath you, you will get their kit that will count towards points in this contest. So what that means is if I sign up underneath you and I purchase the $5.99 kit, I get that volume. But you are also going to get that volume not just towards your PV or towards your personal volume, but you get it towards the contest. So you get an extra 600 points, in other words, that will be added to the personal volume that you already have to help you qualify for this contest. So if you recruit 4 or 5 people, you can see quickly you're going to dominate this contest. Okay, so if you have any questions, by the way, you can post them as I'm going through this contest on Facebook, and I'll answer them at the end of the call on the designer page. All right, so when you hit the first tier at 1,000, you get one 75% coupon added to your account. And then when you hit the second tier at 2,000 points, you get two 75% off coupons. When you hit the third tier at 3,000 points, you get 3 75% off coupons plus $25 in jewelry credits. When you hit the fourth tier at 4,000 points, remember this is for the quarter, you get 3 75% off coupons, which you've already gotten, and $50 in jewelry credits. Now, these are not cumulative. They just, instead of just getting one, you get a total of 3 of those coupons. When you hit the 5,000 tier level, you get the 3 75% off coupons, and you get the $100 in free jewelry credits. So those are the 5 tiers. So you make sure that you get all those things. We will make sure you get all of those things. Now, that's just part of the contest. The other piece of the contest is that you will be, once you get to the $5,000 or 5,000 point level, you get 3 free items in the new 2014 spring collection that will come out next year. So you'll automatically get 3 free items in that collection. And those will be available, like I said, coming out in the spring of 2014. So you'll get those items. In addition to that, every person that hits the 5,000 point level will be entered into a grand prize drawing. So you'll get these enters, and these are the prizes. The first one is you get 2 airline tickets valued at $1,500 for a fab getaway for you and your significant other, husband or boyfriend or girlfriend, or if you're a man, whatever. You get a significant other. You can take a friend. You can do whatever you want. Go anywhere you want, valued at $1,500. Then the second grand prize is a Nordstrom shopping spree for $1,000. The third prize is a name brand purse, such as a Coach, a Kate Spade, valued at $500. The next one, the fourth one, is day spa passes, valued at $250. And the swag and clothing is a fifth grand prize, also valued at $250. So you will be able to be in a drawing. We'll do that drawing after the first of the year, right when the contest ends, and we'll be rewarding those prizes. So not only do you have a chance, just to recap, to get all the coupons and all the free jewelry credits, but you also are going to get items in the next spring line, and you're going to get a chance to win other fabulous prizes. So hopefully you will make sure that you will get all of you will get all those credits. Make sure you get to those 5,000 credits so that you can be qualified for all those different prizes. Just a great, I think, opportunity for you to really have a great time during this fourth quarter. Considering it's the holidays, many of you should be able to hit this contest. All right, so that's the contest, and we will go on to the next item. So at conference, we had several swag items, different things available for purchase, and many of those items will be uploaded throughout the week, this week in the back office. So look for them daily. We'll send out corporate notifications when those are updated. One of the most popular items was the little jewelry storage bags and little roll-up bags, and those we are purchasing more since we sold out of them quickly, and we're making sure those are available in the back office. It'll probably take a few days. Okay, then the next item I wanted to cover was an item we announced at conference, which is the changes to the Craft Show Kit. We're offering the same value in the Craft Show Kit, but at conference we announced the new pricing, which is instead of the $1,500, it's now $1,300. You get the same amount, which is the $2,500 in jewelry and catalogs and things, which will be available in those kits. And we increased the personal volume for your upline from 750 to 1,000. So we really made it a big win-win for both you as a designer and also for your upline. So any questions about that, let us know. The next item is the inserts and catalogs. Those will be available starting either later today or early tomorrow. And the new pricing on those is as follows. You can buy the inserts by themselves in a 10-pack for $5 in your back office. And the catalogs, which will now come with the inserts in them, officially probably by the end of today or tomorrow. Look for the title to change on that item. Once it goes from just catalogs to catalogs and inserts, you'll know that it's been updated. And those are going to be $15, only increasing it by $2.50. So those will come with the inserts when you order catalogs starting by tomorrow, hopefully tonight, but look for those updates. You'll be able to order those soon. Then we've also gotten lots of questions. We had 35 new pieces of jewelry that were announced at conference, and those are going to become available starting here in the next few days and then throughout the next couple of weeks. You're going to see them pop up daily as they are available and ready to go. As you can imagine, we have 35 SKUs to enter and to get pictures and all those things updated on the web and to make sure that that's ready to go. So look for those to update shortly. Obviously, the designers that were at conference and were able to place the pre-orders, those orders will go out first. The next thing is that hopefully you have seen the new magnifying glass option in the shopping carts online. The next step is to get the pictures to be higher resolution. We're working on that right now and should greatly improve the shopping experience online and much closer match our catalogs, which are beautiful, or at least subjectively, from my opinion. But we have gotten great feedback on them. All right. The next thing I wanted to cover is that there are decks and presentations that we used at conference, which will be loaded into the back office today and tomorrow and the next day. So look for those to become available. They'll be titled by the title of the presentation, and you'll be able to utilize those. We also have audio clips from conference that'll be updated and loaded into the back office so that you can listen to some of the things that went on there and some of the talks and conference presentations. And so that will be really good, as there was a lot of great content shared at conference. Okay, so, all right, let's go on. And I just wanted to cover some of the presentations that I had here that I wanted to talk about, and then I will take your questions and we'll go from there. So just wanted to take a quick 10 to 15 minutes on three things which are really, really important. Okay. Annalise is standing outside my door right now saying that I need to be more excited. Yes, I'm being boring? Yes. Okay, Annalise, so I'm sorry that I'm a little boring and I'm lacking some energy. Maybe I have a conference hangover, but I am excited. I am so sorry. So if you're listening to this recording, get ready for an amplified 45 minutes. Sorry for the 15 minutes. Now Ariane is outside my window, letting me know that I really need to pick up the energy. Okay, here we go. 3 steps, everybody, designers, to getting paid. And this was something I talked about at conference, 3 steps to getting paid. And I never really got to this part of the presentation, and I thought it was really important, so I wanted to share it with you. First of all, and hopefully you're taking some notes. The first thing is that you need to set what we call SMART goals. SMART goals is an acronym, S-M-A-R-T. Let me cover those. First of all, S, make a goal on what you want to do, what you want to be, what you want to accomplish, what you want your business to do, how many people you want to recruit, how many fashion events you want to hold, how many sales you want to do at those fashion events, how many things like recruits and bookings you want to get from those fashion events. Be specific. Make sure the goal is distinct and defines as much of the goal as possible and contains no ambiguous language. Next, make sure the goal is for the M is measurable. You have to be able to measure the goal. For example, don't set a goal like I want to hold a lot of fashion events or I just want to do better than last month. You want to make sure that you are specific, and that it will help you in being measurable. A measurement gives feedback and lets one, especially the designer, know when the goal is complete. A, assignable. Goals must be assignable to individuals or groups, meaning that if you set a goal, someone's got to own it. If it's not you, it's somebody on your team, it's somebody in your downline. You can have goals for yourself and for your team, and just make sure it's assignable. That goal needs to be realistic. If the most volume you've ever done in a month is 1,000, don't set the goal at 10,000. Now, Ariane gave a great talk from stage on setting some stretch goals, but yet you should still make sure that you can attain them or come close to them. We're all about raising the bar, but if it's unrealistic, it will not motivate you and not keep you focused. The T is time-based, so make sure that the goal isn't just open-ended. I want to set 3 fashion events this week, and here's what I'm going to do to do it. Okay. The next piece, I wanted to give you a little quote. I love this. It's from Alice in Wonderland. One day, Alice came to a fork in the road and saw a Cheshire cat in a tree. "Which road do I take?" she asked. "Where do you want to go?" was his response. "I don't know," Alice answered. "Then," said the cat, "it doesn't matter." I love that. If you do not know where you want to go, what point is it in asking which road you should take? I love this because so many people out there are involved in direct sales, even in other companies, and they're currently out there and they don't know where they want to go, but they know they want to be successful. And they have some goals like, I want to make $50,000 a month. And they're with some seasoned company that's been around for 50 years or 40 years. Well, guess what? Unless you're a miracle worker, that's not going to happen. You can't recruit that many people. You can't get after and do all that. It's too saturated. So you need to find an opportunity that matches that, and like me, Alicia. And you need to find a ground floor opportunity so that you can get in at the beginning and you can experience that hyper and exponential growth that creates wealth. Just ask anybody that's ever been a part of something great from the beginning. So I love this quote. Okay, next. You have to have strategy and execution. So it's good to have goals, but if you don't know how you're going to get that goal accomplished and you don't have a specific strategy, you will not be successful. Look at what you're doing. Look at your strategy after you write it down. Does it include income producing activity? Are you actually doing things that are going to benefit your family and help you to grow your business? Whether or not you're looking to make a ton of money in this business and whether or not that's your biggest motivation, you still need money to invest back into the business to be successful. And to have that money, you need to create income. Income-producing activities are critical. Things like booking fashion events, hostess coaching, and other things that help you to generate income. One of the most important things you can do and have a great strategy around is utilizing the wish list in the back office and working your customer list each and every single day. And there are ways to do that and be successful. All right. The next quote I wanted to talk about, just a little quick illustration, is the ham and egg breakfast. Someone once told me this, and I love it. So you guys, anybody enjoy a ham and egg breakfast? Well, I do. But the thing is about a ham and egg breakfast is that the chicken is involved in that breakfast and the pig is committed. I'll let you think about that for a second and understand why the chicken's involved and the pig is committed. Zig Ziglar says this: it was character that got us out of bed, commitment that moved us into action, and discipline that enabled us to follow through. Commitment is everything. Don't do anything in this life if you don't give it your all. I tell my children that all the time, and it's something that I live by. The last piece to really be successful in this business is to have courage. For me, being courageous is not always standing up to someone with a gun pointed at you and saying, I will still do what I know is right. That is a different kind of courage. But courage for me in this business is having this quote. Listen, courage doesn't always roar. Sometimes courage is the quiet voice at the end of the day saying, I will try again tomorrow. That's Mary Ann Radmacher. Courage is, for me, the ability and strength and the fortitude to get back up when you have fallen down. Everybody, and I mean everybody, falls down. And everybody eventually gets back up. But those that get back up right away with even a greater determination to be successful, those are the people that I think exhibit courage, no matter what it is you're trying to accomplish. Okay, so those are just some thoughts. Michael, let's go ahead and jump into the questions, and I'm sure there are plenty of them, and we will just start answering them.
Okay, so a couple of these questions I'm sure have been answered in kind of everything that Sean has been saying. I'm going to go through them anyway just so that we have like each specific question with a specific succinct answer so that everybody kind of has them mapped out. So the first question comes to us from Sarah Christian. She wanted to know when she'll be able to order the holiday items.
Yeah, so originally we thought the holiday items would be available in November. Well, great news. They're going to be available sooner than that. So they will be in the next few weeks. So you'll be able to get those very quickly.
Okay. Next question. When will the insert be available to order, and when will the items in the insert be available to order?
Yeah, so the inserts, like I said, will be available either later today or tomorrow, and the items in the insert will be available over the next couple of weeks. We will have all 35 items uploaded over the next couple of weeks. So we're working hard on that. We have several that we can upload now, and we're just working on that. As you can imagine, we made so many announcements at conference, and we just got to get them put onto the website. Our whole team was at conference with us. They're all back now, and they're helping us to get all these things uploaded and put into the back office. So over the next couple of weeks, you'll see all those items become available. It won't be one giant upload. They will actually upload as we have them ready to go. So it'll be a few items every single day, and you'll be able to order those right away when they become available.
Perfect. The next question is from Avery Pope. She wants to know, when are we launching in Canada?
Well, Canada's going to come sooner than later. It'll be sometime early next year or mid next year. We're working on that. I've been meeting with people and having discussions on that. We're not ready to announce a date yet, but you can count that it will be soon.
Okay. Rochelle wants to know when the photos will be updated on our website.
Yeah, so I spoke about that a little bit earlier. We're working on that. Actually, Annalisa is working on that with the IT team, and we should have those, updated sooner. We got the magnifying glass, though, Rochelle, so, baby steps, but we're getting there.
Okay. When will there be a chance to see copies of the presentations from conference?
Hopefully sooner than later. Michael, that's a better question for you.
Yeah, we're working on getting copies and publishing those in your back office. So hopefully soon.
Yeah, next 24, 48 hours. It'll be soon.
A question from Jean. She says, there were lots of cool swag items at conference. What of that will be available in our back offices?
So all that stuff is on its way back from Vegas to our warehouse right now. As soon as it gets back here, we're going to count it, put it back into inventory, take the pictures, and then put them up on the back office. So I'd say within a week.
Okay. And then just to add to that, there were some things at conference that we sold out of, and a lot of people were really disappointed. If there's something that you really wanted to buy and it's not put in the back office, send support an email, and we'll see what we can reorder and what we can put in the back office if it wasn't left over from conference. So keep that in mind, that just because it's gone doesn't mean that you'll never get it again. I know those roll-up bags we're definitely going to reorder because those sold out really quickly. Okay, the next question. Can you please confirm that there is a 30-day money-back guarantee on pieces if my customer gets a piece and she doesn't like it?
Confirmed.
Okay. Next question. I know we have the enhanced electroplating and e-coating, but are we allowed to actually term our jewelry as hypoallergenic?
Hypoallergenic is a very dangerous word, right? Because you're basically saying that nobody out there with any allergies whatsoever will be affected by our jewelry. So no, even if I knew our jewelry was hypoallergenic, I would never call it that because you just don't know. I don't know what their allergies are. Shoot, they could be allergic to all metals, period, right? So really, really careful with that word. I wouldn't use it, but I would tell them this, which is true. I have known so far in the first little while several designers that have sensitive ears, wrists, and skin, and they've had no issues with our jewelry. So the earrings, as you know, have surgical steel in the posts, or some of them have stainless steel. Regardless, or stainless steel, surgical steel, or sterling silver. But regardless, we go to great lengths to make sure that the jewelry is coated several times with not only the e-coating but also with the electroplated steps that we send our jewelry through. I think you'll be happy with it. But again, that's what the warranty's for. I just would never make any guarantees against allergies because it's just impossible to know what everybody's allergies are.
Okay, our next question is from Jessica. She wants to know if she can start selling the holiday insert items this week if she's having parties.
Yeah, you can, Jess, but I would do it this way until all those items are available in the back office. I would do 2 separate order forms. So I'd do the order for the current stuff that's available in the back office, and then I'd do another order for stuff that's not available, and I would put that in as soon as it's available. So that way you're not charging them and holding them up. You can't even or not holding up their order, so that way they can get, if they have a big order, they can get the stuff that is available now, and the stuff that's not available they can wait. Or you might just give them the option and say, do you want to wait until that item's available for me to place the order, and then I can do that for you. It just gets difficult because you only have a maximum of 5 days on that fashion event, and if the order goes outside of that, then you have a problem with your fashionista not getting credit. So I would here's what I would do is I would do 2 separate orders, and then if you had a bunch of orders for the new stuff that wasn't available yet, you could always open up a second fashion event later on at that time so that the fashionista got credit for 2 different fashion events so that you could get both those orders put in. Hopefully that made sense.
Okay. Our next question is about the insert again. I know that, this person says that the inserts, it sounds like they'll be available with the catalogs. Will they be sold separately, or will they only be combined with full catalogs?
Yeah, so we sell them separately for $5, and they'll be available in the back office. That's the insert. And then when you order a catalog, it'll now come with the insert. And instead of increasing the prices of the catalogs $5 to cover the inserts, we only increased it $2.50. So we gave it a big discount there. So now the catalogs will cost $15, but you get the inserts and the catalogs with that for $1.50, which is quite a good deal. So we just wanted to let you be aware of that. The reason we're selling the inserts separately is we're fully aware that many of you have current stock on catalogs. So that way you're able to match up those new inserts with the current catalogs that you have.
Okay.
Oh, and by the way, another thing, Michael, is that that's for just right now. Until we run out of our current catalogs, then at that point we'll actually print the catalogs with the inserts inside of them. So
awesome.
That'll come later on. Yep.
Good to know.
Okay.
Our next question from Melissa. Will you be posting the pictures of the designers who walked across stage and posed with Sean and Annalise? If so, where and when?
Yeah, we have hundreds of pictures from conference, and we're absolutely going to post all those. So we're working on getting them, and you'll be able to pull them. We'll come up with a way to do that. I'm not sure if it's going to be Facebook or how we're going to do it, but we'll do it and make sure that those are available. Absolutely want to get those pictures available and out to you guys.
Great. And it looks like we have just a few more questions. Is the free shipping still working?
It is.
do you know how much longer that promotion is going to go for?
No, we don't. So the idea was, we will always have some kind of free shipping option. We're working on some different things, but for right now, it is what it is. And if we decide to change it in the near future, there'll still be. We understand. Let me say it this way: we understand the value of shipping. We get it. We've ran a business for 3 years out of our basement. We understand how sensitive women are to shipping, and men. And we want to make sure that we always have an option there. The free shipping option is designed to drive the average order for the designer, to benefit the designer. And it is an expensive option, but we understand the importance of it, and we get it. So, we'll have some other things. We're looking at strategies for that Mercy Buy, right? I'm at the fashion event, and I don't have a lot of money, but I want to support you as a friend, and I want to buy this pair of earrings. How do I have a lower shipping option for that too? So we're looking at all kinds of things, but we're not ready to announce anything yet. So for right now, just enjoy it how it is.
Okay. We had a question come in live about something that you said. The question is, Sean just said that there are only 5 days for the fashion event. I'm not sure we all understood that. Can you explain what you meant?
Well, in the system, in the back office, the max that you can set a fashion event for is 5 days. That's all I meant. That's been since the beginning. Yeah.
So from
all I'm
the
saying,
start of a fashion event to the closing of a fashion event, they give you 5 days.
That's exactly right. Sorry if I confused you, but that's what I was referencing, that you have a total of 5 days to get orders collected for a fashion event maximum.
Okay. And then Shalane asked, is there a possibility of getting a feature on the order pages where a customer can create a look virtually, kind of like a virtual design system? That way they're able to layer the pieces and mix and match them and see what they would look like online.
Wow, Shalane. It would be super cool. And yes, we should definitely do that. I totally agree. You should be able to click and drag. I've seen that in other retail companies. Boy, my IT guys will love that idea, but I do like it. So, yeah, absolutely. Women are and men are so visual, so I totally agree that would be a great to have. So we'll add that to the list.
Okay. We have another question about what you were talking about with free shipping. Janine wants to know if the free shipping is going to run through the 5,000 to Fabulous contest period.
Again, I can't answer that. We don't have a timeline, and I just don't know. So it's going to run through October. We're not making any changes this month, but we're constantly evaluating that and trying to get some data, and we'll update you as soon as I know. But again, don't panic or worry about that. Like I said, there will always be an option with the free shipping. But again, the strategy of that is to drive the average order. So whatever we need the average order to be for you to make a lot of money, then that's where it's going to be. So based on our data and our average order today. So we kind of take everything into account, and then we'll make some adjustments. But again, don't worry about that. Get out there and rock and roll.
Awesome. And then I just want to say a clarification. We've gotten like 3 or 4 more questions about this 5-day fashion event thing. Basically, you'll receive a link for your fashion event when you create it to send out to your friends. That link will be live for 5 days. No orders can be placed after the 5 days closes out. So some of you have said, well, I still technically have an open event. That's because you haven't gone into your back office and clicked close event. So you need to make sure that once an event is closed, you close it out, because then it will just kind of create a mess in the party system in your back office. Your customers and your friends won't be able to order on the link anymore. And so that's kind of what the 5 days means. A lot of people are like, I can still order, or I can do this. And so
no, when you go to book the party, it says in there, right when you book it, when you book the fashion event, 5 days. You can 1 to 5 days. It says right there.
So it won't automatically close the party for you, but it will close the availability to purchase.
Yes, correct.
Or to
that is correct.
So there's that. We have a couple of more questions.
Sure.
You guys are posting them faster than we can get to them, so give me 1 second to go through these questions here. Okay, Jean wants to know, is there a place on the Home Me Alicia page where someone could put in a zip code and find a designer in their area?
Okay, that's being created and worked on. I spoke about that at conference, and that basically has to do with a lead generation system, and we're working on that as we speak. So that'll be coming out soon.
Okay. Jessica wants you to just quickly run through the grand prizes for the 5,000 to Fabulous one more time.
Yep. Number 1, Fab Getaway, which is 2 airline tickets with a max value of $1,500. You can go a lot of places for $1,500, like Hawaii or something like that.
2 airline tickets! $1,500!
Apparently, I'm not getting the job done. Nordstrom shopping spree at $1,000.
Oh my gosh, $1,000 shopping spree at Nordstrom? No way!
The third one is a name brand purse.
Oh my gosh, who does not want a $500 Coach purse?
And the fourth one is 2 day spa passes.
Oh my gosh, I want that now.
And number 5 is the swag and the clothing.
You know you're going to look good in your Mia Alicia swag, so earn it.
I think I just got laid off. I have some people that are doing some replacement.
He's putting us to sleep. This is supposed to be exciting.
I'm sorry. All right, good. Carry on, I Scott. Okay, Michael, there you go.
There are your grand prizes. We actually we brainstormed with a lot of girls, and all the girls are excited about it. Sean maybe doesn't need another Kate Spade purse. Is probably why he's not as excited. But they are awesome prizes. We've worked really hard on coming up with some good prizes.
Gosh, dang it.
Okay, so Brenda, let's see. We had another question about free shipping, but we already went over that. That's pretty much it. Now everybody is just like, woo, excitement on Facebook. So it's going faster and faster.
Apparently somebody did a better job, Michael, than I did.
If you have any more questions, hurry and post them now. But it looks like we've gone through pretty much all of our questions that we've got for today. Do you have any other announcements or anything, Sean?
I would just say that I know several, we had, almost 300 women and men that were at the conference, and I would just ask that if you took pictures or you have great stories or you had certain experiences, things that happened at the conference, please get those out there and share those. There's so many designers and women, people waiting to hear this stuff, and they want to know and they want to share in the excitement. I have 2 quick stories since we have a few minutes to tell you that I was aware of that were just really, really good. One was at the airport, there was a security guard, TSA officer sitting at, checking IDs. And we had a friend who was a designer, and she went through later in the morning. And by the time she went through, she had her Mia Alicia swag on and she had her jewelry on, and she's walking through, and she didn't even say anything to this TSA officer, and he says, "Oh, I know you. You're one of the women who's going to revolutionize the jewelry industry." I thought that was hilarious. Just basically saying that like several women had already hit this poor TSA officer up on their way through the airport this morning, and by the time this other designer got through, he was like, "Oh, I know you guys." So I thought that was hilarious. The other one that was really, really good was that we had a designer that was flying on the airplane, and a flight attendant came up to her and said, "Hey, we had on an earlier flight, we had another Mia Alicia designer, and I think I really want to sign up for the business. She told me all about it." And this designer asked who that designer was. This was Tanya Fletcher, who was on the airline, and she says, "Well, who was the other designer?" And she asked, and the flight attendant knew and told her who her name was, and she said, "Oh, that's great." And then she proceeded to spend a good portion of the flight, really further selling her on this business for the other designer. This wasn't even her recruit. This was somebody else that was getting credit for this. And Tanya still took the time to answer all of her questions, get her excited, and get her to the point where she wanted to sign up. And I thought, what great teamwork. What was really hilarious to me, though, was that the flight attendant came back up with the other flight attendants, can you imagine, in an airplane, and had Tanya demonstrate the jewelry to the other flight attendants on the plane. And now that doesn't tell you, I have never seen anything like that happen since I've been flying, and I've been flying for corporate America for years and years and years. And I just want to share with you guys that it really is an exciting concept, that we really are going to transform the way that women wear jewelry. And we were so excited to do that. another thing, or to be able to bring this opportunity to everybody. It's so fun to watch everybody get so riled up. All right. The other thing that I just thought of that I do want to share, since we do have a few minutes, is the mantra. And I will just take a second and talk to you about what the mantra was about and why I decided to go with a mantra. And so let's start by just saying that I spent months and months really going through trying to come up with a mission statement, weeks getting feedback, talking to people, just trying to get people excited, and trying to figure out, what do I want all these designers to hear? What do Annalise and I want them to know? And what do we want them to remember about our mission and what we're trying to accomplish? And as we dug in, we wrote up several mission statements, and we got to the end, and and I sent it to somebody, and they were like, well, I sent it to one of my partners, and my partner responded, sent the thing to me, and basically said, I don't like these mission statements, and he sent me a video from a professor at Harvard, and I thought, wow, that's really great. And the video was all about why people don't ever remember mission statements, and he referenced Wendy's. And Wendy's, everybody has a hamburger, right? They know it. They know Wendy's. Their employees, they actually they have clean restaurants, and they give good clean, and good food. But no one knows their mission statement. So I pulled it off the web. It was like 2 paragraphs long. I thought, if you ever walked into a Wendy's and asked one of their employees, do they know the mission statement? Would they be able to recite it to you? And this professor went on to talk about why mantras are so much better. And so we announced our mantra at conference, and our mantra has a lot to do with what we're about. We keep telling everybody it's not about jewelry. Yes, jewelry is the vehicle. Yes, changing the way that women wear jewelry and giving them incredible value for their jewelry and giving them good quality products are all part of the vehicle. But what we're really trying to do here is we're really trying to enhance each person's inner beauty. We're really trying to use our VersaStyle concept to make a difference and to make an impact. And so you're going to see our mantra posted all over social media. You're going to see it. I've seen it already all over the place, and I want you to memorize it. I want you to know it. I want it to roll off of your tongue. I want you to be able to say and share with people what it is we are trying to accomplish. That is super, super critical. And we want you to feel really good about that. In fact, want to take just a second and have Annalise come in here and basically share why she thinks the mantra is important and what it means to her. So give us just a second here.
She's headed down the hallway right now. Hello. Okay, so I wasn't paying attention, so I just got caught off guard. But our mantra, enhancing your inner beauty. We love the fact that with our jewelry, women can express themselves. They get to create their own look, and they get to express themselves with our VersaStyle jewelry. And so not only does it express, and not only does that work for our customer in creating, different looks and things like that, it also works as designers in enhancing our inner beauty and becoming the women that we can. I don't know if many of you have received these yet in your packages, but we've started putting these little cards in every single package, and the cards read, "You are of infinite worth." And, we truly believe that every woman out there and man is capable of incredible things, and I think that we are all worth so much more than we give ourselves credit for. I know in my life that I am very critical of myself, and I think we're just too hard on ourselves, and we don't think that we're as good as we are. But really, we are. I truly believe that we are all of infinite worth, and we all have something to give. And I just hope, my hope is that with this company, more than selling jewelry, that we enhance people's inner beauty and help people realize who they are and what they are capable of, and through that we will bless the lives of others. And that's my goal, and that's the most important thing to me about this. So we are so grateful to be a part of this. I cannot tell you how I can't tell you how incredible this past weekend was, just being able to meet so many incredible people face to face and share the dream with all of you. It was an outstanding, incredible experience. Sean and I are still trying to just process it all. It's just been amazing. We talked a lot about being one as a family. We know that there are separate teams around the country, but really, when it all comes down to it, we're all in this together, and I'm okay with friendly competition. But really, if we all work together like Tanya Fletcher did and help each other out, even if people aren't on our team, I talked about the fact that what goes around comes around. I know we've all heard that, but it's so true. If we're working together and helping people build their businesses and realize their potential and realize their inner beauty, we're all going to be so much happier in this life and so much more successful, because that's what life is all about, is helping people. And so thank you. I love this. This is like the best thing that could have ever happened to us. So thank you for being a part of this. We are going to revolutionize the jewelry industry, and it's going to be awesome. So okay, I will turn the time back over to my husband.
That was very good improv. She was out in the hall, and I could hear my staff yelling at her, "Go in the room, go in the room." So we just want you guys to know how much we care about you. We know we're coming out with so much stuff fast and furious, but please send your questions, because we'll answer them quickly for you, to support, SUPPORT, @mialicia.com. Or you can post them on our Facebook page, and we will answer them for you quickly. That way that we don't want you hanging out there without additional questions. So no matter what time you listen to this call, get those questions to us, and we'll get them answered for you. All right, everybody. Let's rock and roll. Let's get out there. Let's make this happen, and let's have a huge fourth quarter. Thanks, everybody.